Welcome back, everybody. It's Jeff again with J&K Stay in Vegas with a brand new series on our channel. It's called Moving Mondays. If you didn't know, I do real estate as the daytime job. And a lot of people reach out to me and say, Jeff, what's it like in Summerlin? What's it like in Henderson? Well, there's a whole bunch of areas that are far more than just those two areas that you probably have heard of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through specific zip codes, show you the median house price, as well as show you what's kind of around in a specific zip code. Let's get on driving here.
If you're looking for that perfect balance between suburban comfort and city convenience, this zip code of 89147 might just be your sweet spot. With a population of over 56,000 residents, the average age here is around 39 years old, attracting a healthy mix of families, young professionals, and retirees. You'll find a variety of single-family homes, townhomes, and gated communities, making it a relatively affordable option compared to other parts of the valley. For families, the area is served by Clark County School District with public and charter school options nearby. Just a short drive from Red Rock Canyon, Desert Breeze Park, and tons of dining, gyms, shopping, including that access to downtown Summerlin. So if you want to be close to the Las Vegas Strip without giving up space, peace, and community, 89147 should definitely be on your radar.
So everybody, I've just kind of sped up here just to kind of get to our starting point. Coming right up here is Tropicana Avenue. I think it's Tropicana Avenue. Yeah. Of course, you may recognize Tropicana Avenue if you've been around Vegas at all. And you're going to see a lot of commonalities with the roads and streets that you're used to seeing on the Las Vegas Strip. Tropicana goes all the way from the very west part of the valley where we're going to right now. Straight ahead is where Red Rock is, a little bit north of this, but Summerlin, Red Rock kind of butt up against each other. So this is Tropicana, and right over here you've got Smith's over here, which is our kind of our grocery store. We've really got Smith's, Kroger's, you know, brands of Smith's, whatever, Albertsons, and yeah, Sam's Club, Costco, all that stuff. So what we're doing is we're going to turn on here. This is going to be going north. This is Wallapai. It is pronounced like that. It's an Indian name. It starts with an H, even though it's called Wallapai. And there are main north and south streets, and there are main east and west streets. So like Tropicana and Flamingo and Desert Inn, those are probably the ones that you recognize the most if you've been walking on the Las Vegas Strip. And then the ones that go from north to south are Wallapai right here in the far west, and then it goes down to like Fort Apache, Durango, so on and so forth. 89147 goes down to Rainbow, which is our street that kind of goes right through the center of town. For lack of a better word, it's about the only way you can really get, except for going on the 15 or going on our 215, which goes around the valley. It's really the only way you can kind of cut through. It does take a while, though, to get through that. But anyway, we'll be coming up here towards Flamingo. And again, Flamingo actually goes just a little bit more west, and then it turns into a different street. A lot of expensive properties that are over on that side. We're talking minimum starting of like $600,000-700,000 and up. And but we're going to look at some medium price homes. We're not going to go in them or anything, but I'm just going to kind of drive by, show you what it looks like. So here we are at the corner of Flamingo and Wallapai. Told you that we're going to be coming over this way. And as we turn here, you can see some of the restaurants. There's an Albertsons grocery store, like I was just telling you about earlier. And down here is a Target. A whole bunch of shopping here. Lots of restaurants, all that stuff. We'll be coming up down here to the 215, what they call the Beltway, and the reason for that is because, well, it goes around the valley. And this Target's here, Kohl's is here, a lot of different, you know, just little restaurants, cutesy places, and of course you got your fast food like McDonald's here and all that. Even got a Popeyes over here if you like that. What's weird about Popeyes is that Popeyes is most of the time attached to a garage. I should say not a garage, but a gas station. It's kind of weird. Not like in, say, Southern California where it's like a separate building, but if you see a Popeyes, more than likely it'll be attached to a gas station. Don't know what that's all about. Never found out, never really cared to. Anyway, so yeah, we're coming down here. Famous Days is over here on the right-hand side. And you can see we're coming up to 215. Now if we go south, it'll take us just right back to where we started from. Again, it takes you around the valley. I'll show you a little map of that. If we went 215 north, that's going to take you to Red Rock Casino and Red Rock Canyon, all that stuff, and that's kind of Summerlin proper. We'll get to that zip code on a future video, but that's where like our Costco is. There's only 4 Costcos in town. Something like that, 3 or 4, but they're building a new one in the southwest part of the valley, because the southwest part of Vegas has grown exponentially. So down there by Durango Casino, if you've seen some of our videos about that, that is a big time area for building new houses. Speaking of which, I will be on these Moving Mondays. I will be giving you some new home tours so you can kind of see what a new home looks like and what they cost, and for that matter some townhomes as well. They're building some more townhomes, and the reason why I'm going to show you new homes is because typically you can get better interest rates with new homes, and because the builder has special deals that they've already worked out with lending institutions, so they can get you the best rates instead of just buying a regular single family residence that's, you know, been on the market. So I'll be showing you those new home builds and kind of seeing what the new trends are and stuff like that in separate videos. So I've had a lot of requests for that, and so I thought, well, I'm going to start doing that here on the channel. And we're coming up here. I was telling you about this earlier. This is our next north and south street, Fort Apache. It goes all the way down to the southwest part of the valley. It goes all the way north towards what's called Boca Park, another shopping area in Summerlin. Has another Target and all that, but we'll explore that on a future video. Now as we continue going down here on Flamingo, we've got more streets coming up that go north and south. The next one is Durango. And speaking of grocery stores, we got an Albertsons on the left. And now I will show you where the edge of this zip code goes. It's going to be on Spring Mountain. So if you're used to being in the Las Vegas Strip, that's Spring Mountain, and Sands goes towards the Sphere. Spring Mountain goes right in between, say, Treasure Island and the Fashion Show Mall. So just to give you an idea, again, this goes all the way up to the west. This street, Spring Mountain, goes all the way through our Chinatown as well, and so that's kind of the deal there. This next street is Cimarron, and it well, doesn't go all the way through. It has a lot of start and stops. Unfortunately, Vegas has a lot of those streets that kind of start and stop, but most of the major streets, like I've been showing you, like Wallapai, Durango, Fort Apache, they go all the way through north and south with just a few rare exceptions. So our next street that we're coming up here, our north-south street, is Buffalo. Now these streets from Wallapai in the far west go in alphabetical order, albeit in reverse order. So you've got Fort Apache, then going to D, Durango, then going to E, El Capitan, then going to I'm screwing up. Cimarron is your C. I think and then B is Buffalo, and then you'll see when we get down here, we're going to run into Rainbow. That is the edge of 89147. Now you may be asking, well, is this Summerlin? Well, part of it, the far west, is in Summerlin, but mainly this area is called Spring Valley. It is probably a really popular place. It's a really popular place to live because it's not too far from the Strip for a lot of people that work on the Strip, so it's a good choice there. And in fact, ahead you can actually see the Strip coming into view. Since we're on Flamingo, we would eventually go into where the Palms is and Rio, but we're not going down that far today. We're just sticking to our 89147, the Spring Valley area. And again, let me know in the comments below if you're kind of liking this content. I would really like to know. Again, this is only going to be on Mondays, so if you don't have any interest in it, hey, you can watch our other videos, but I do, and for a long time, have had a lot of requests for me to show people around what it's like, what stores, what restaurants are kind of around. And so I'm finally getting around to it in 2025. That's what we're doing. We're giving you even more content as locals here in Vegas. And since I do real estate, I kind of have that firm grasp what's going on locally here in Vegas. So again, here we are on Rainbow. We're going to turn north on Rainbow, turning left. You can see that we got a Sprouts here. A lot of people like Sprouts. And we even have Whole Foods here, which, you know, is pretty expensive. But again, we do have Sam's Club. That's in a different zip code. That's more in the southwest. But there are more Sam's Clubs around. But we're going to go up here and going north. Again, this street is Rainbow. And it's the one that kind of takes you all the way north to south if you don't want to take the 215 Beltway, or especially the 15, which goes right next to the Las Vegas Strip. You definitely want to avoid that. But this road here on Rainbow can get very busy, since it is a very good way to get from north to south. As you can see here, there's 3 lanes on each side, so it is a pretty big thoroughfare. Now this is the edge of our 89147. This is Spring Mountain. Again, I was telling you about that earlier. That'll eventually get you through Chinatown and get you down by Treasure Island. But we're not going that way right now. What's interesting, we have a Walmart right here on the left-hand side. That Walmart is not an 89147. Doesn't matter though, because, you know, it's not like you can't go there. I'm just letting you know, if you want to get real technical, if you look at the map, 89147 is not where that Walmart is. But Spring Mountain is, and that's where we're going to continue on next. All right, as we make our left here onto Spring Mountain, got some more fast food. This over here to our right has been abandoned for quite some time. Used to be a Macy's Home Furnishing, but it's been vacant for quite a long time, so that's no more. I was telling you about earlier, Sam's Club right next to the Walmart, right here on our left-hand side, as you can see. That is in this area. 99-cent store up ahead. But you can kind of see some of the houses as we pass by. And again, I will be showing you a couple of places where an average condo price is, and an average, I should say, a median condo price and a median home price here in the Spring Valley area, so you can kind of see at least what the outside looks like. And I'll put some pictures on screen of what the inside looks like. These will be active properties that are on sale now as of March 2025. Okay, as we cross over Buffalo again, there's not going to be as many restaurants. In fact, probably none at all. This is the very residential part of Spring Mountain, and it is in the heart of the Spring Valley area where 89147 zip code is. So you can kind of get an idea. There's some condos and apartments, and Las Vegas, speaking of which, hasn't had a lot of townhomes. They've had condos, and condos is a whole other thing that when you're buying one, let me know if you ever want to, because there's a lot of details you have to make sure of. But we are really lacking on townhomes, and a lot of people like townhomes because at least you're only sharing most of the time just one wall, and most of the time you get a garage too. So townhomes have been in high need here in the valley. And if it comes out in camera over to the upper right, we still have a snow-capped mountain, believe it or not, which is kind of cool. Haven't had a lot of weather here. As you know, in Vegas, we give you those monthly weather updates here on our channel, so you know what to expect when you come here to Vegas. But unfortunately, as you've probably heard, we haven't had hardly any rain. We had a little rain just about a week ago, and we're hopefully going to get another batch of rain coming up this week. And now we're coming back up to Durango. Okay, we're turning onto Durango. Again, these particular streets that go north and south. Here we're coming back up to Flamingo. Kind of just did a big circle here in the middle of 89147. I am now going to show you what the median home here is in this zip code. Now, the median home value as of March 2025 is $485,000 here in Vegas. This home, I believe, is at $482,000.
And also, zip code 89147 is one of the most culturally diverse areas in Las Vegas. About 45% of residents identified as white, 20% Hispanic, 16% Asian, and 10% African American. Over 25% of households speak a language other than English at home, adding to the area's dynamic character. Also, the median household income sits around $70,000, and most residents live in owner-occupied homes. Education-wise, over 85% of adults have at least a high school diploma, and nearly 30% hold a bachelor's degree or higher. You'll also find easy access to parks, shopping centers, schools, and major roads, like I said, the 215, making 89147 not just diverse, but also convenient and community focused.
So this house here is a house that's a median priced home here in Las Vegas, as you can see here. Got a lot of sun there, but I think you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. And not a lot of yard there, but I'll show you some pictures of what it looks like inside.
Let's take a quick look at a typical 89147 home. 4 beds, 3 baths, over 1,900 square feet, priced at $482,000 with a low $35 HOA. Great schools nearby and easy access to the 215 and the backyard. Not too bad for a Las Vegas home.
Well, everyone, hope you've enjoyed looking at Moving Mondays here on J&K Stay in Vegas. Looking at the neighborhoods of around this zip code in Spring Valley. Let me know in the comments below if you like this content and if you're curious enough to see it. And again, if you're not, you probably didn't watch to the end of this video, so maybe it's not for you in the future, but again, I'm going to be showing you all around as locals can do and show you where all these stores, restaurants, and everything should you decide to move to Vegas. All right, everybody, make sure to subscribe to J&K Stay in Vegas. Make sure you hit a thumbs up on this video. Turn on bell notifications. That'll alert you to all our new videos and our live streams. All right, everybody, until the next one, stay safe and stay silly. Bye-bye, everybody.